Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the level 96 Dawntrail Magic DPS role quest, Floundering Flame. Detective appears pleased with the blow dealt to the Justiciar's credibility. Greetings. Farazan's father has been as good as his word and has confessed the truth of his son's actions to whomever will listen. Even among the younglings, far fewer sing the Justiciar's praises. The tide is turning in our favor at last, and the Radiant hosts are making ready to tighten the net. Speaking of which, they had a curious news to share. They've been examining the stones left behind by the Justiciar and noticed a pattern. They were all varieties of rock commonly found near the site of each encounter. For instance, near the Giant Skull grounds, the Justiciar seems to have called down a hail of what else but Giant Skull. I have my own theories about what this means, so I'd like you to hear your thoughts. Indeed, the approach of the apex likely lifts whatever stones are nearby and brings them crashing down to Earth. If our suspicions are correct, we're the one step closer to unraveling its mysteries. But despite these favorable developments, the Justiciar's popularity remains a problem. Even with the recent blow to his credibility, his most ardent followers still idolize him. In fact, I hear he's handing letters to the young of Radzatan. Though their contents are a closely guarded secret, all the more reason to investigate, don't you think? Yeah. Once we get to Radzatan, if I question people around the marketplace, could you cover the city's western quarter? That's where his younger followers tend to gather. After we've collected enough information, let's meet to share our findings. See you again in Radzatan. Why am I doing that? Justiciar gave me that information himself, only for some thief to snatch it right out of my hand. Huh? You believe in the Justiciar too? I didn't have a chance to read the whole letter before it was stolen, but he's gathering his most devoted for a special audience. The Master stole my invitation is clearly up to no good. He even mentioned something about getting revenge. But who could hate someone so noble? He's not noble, you dumbass. Oh, you're the one who's following that Tepeki around? I heard she's spreading rumors about this city's savior. I won't let her harm his reputation any more than she already has, so I have nothing to say to her lapdog. Yeah, I know with the letters. Me and my friends didn't get one, though. The grown-ups get angry if we talk about the Justiciar. Guess what? I heard Jashal talking about him over by Hedres Mehane. He had a big grin on his face, too. Does that mean the Justiciar isn't a bad man like the grown-ups say? No, he's still a pretty bad person. That did not change. Haha, it's true what they say, a fool and his gill are soon parted. Huh? Why is it... It isn't one of the heroes of the final days, huh? This isn't about what map I sold to your companion, is it? You'll find it points the way to the vaults of Alzadal III, exactly as described. I may have employed a few creative methods to entice my customers, but what merchant doesn't? Now, a man can't fill his belly on virtue and honesty. Any road, something tells me that's not why you're here. You're up to the Justiciar? Your choice of quarry is unusual, to say the least. Perhaps I can help you along, eh? A young man came asking for a map to open the way to Uznair. So every map I had, assuring him that the one he needed was among them. Suppose he found it, as I hear these letters that were handed out contained a copy of a map. I dare say that young fellow was the Justiciar himself, and he's planning a clandestine meeting in the Uznair canals. Mind you, it appears he has no shortage of enemies. No doubt they'll try to interfere. Yeah, I'm one of those enemies. Thankfully, Rodside Holland isn't known for large-scale criminal organizations, but that hasn't kept this less scrupulous citizens from dirtying their hands when times are desperate. Right here, bandits seeking to rob trade caravans keep running into the Justiciar during his fiend-felling exploits, causing the raids to end in failure. Like as not, they'll try to infiltrate his group of followers and settle the score. And that's where my knowledge of the matter ends. If you're wondering where the meeting place is, all I remember is that the spot marked in the copied maps is somewhere in the Shroud of the Samgya. So does that answer your queries? Okay. Oh. It would not be to my benefit to teleport. And I passed it. Those in support of the Justiciar didn't seem surprised when I told them of his misdeeds, but still they were reluctant to betray him. In short, I've had no luck. What about you? Your investigative abilities never cease to amaze me. As for this gathering, Verazon is planning. I expected some scheme to prop up his flagging popularity. Even so, many of his devotees are younglings, ill-equipped to make the perilous journey to the meeting place. If they have any sense, rather than attempt to travel there directly, they'll stop at settlements along the way to rest and confirm the route. So that the map led to the Shroud of Samgya? Yes, that means Perlaka's stand is the closest settlement. I hear many took refuge there during the final days, and it's now a bustling town in its own right. The arrival of more people would hardly raise the eyebrows, making it the perfect place to avoid unwanted attention while they make ready. We should head there before they leave on the final leg of their journey. I always click the wrong things. I was right. Many of the youths are carrying pieces of parchment. Those must be the letters. It seems my reputation has preceded me. Our suspected followers clearly avoid me whenever I try to approach them. So we can use this to our advantage. None of them would dare leave Pelaka's stand while there's risk I might follow after. I'll keep watch over their comings and goings, but we'll make sure to leave obvious blind spots. One of the Justiciar's followers attempts to escape the village. I need you to go after them. Now, find a vantage point that affords a good view while keeping you hidden. Once you start pursuing our unwitting target, I won't be far behind. I hate these quests. No, nothing moved. Well, that one was easy enough. Usually they're much more of a pain in the ass. Portal should be nearby, and then I'll finally meet him. What? You're the hero who saved us in the final days. What are you doing here? So you're working alongside that woman I saw at the village? I've heard about the rumors she's spreading, but I had no idea she enlisted your aid. The Justiciar saved me, you see. I was transporting goods for a local merchant who was too miserly to even hire a proper escort. A ferocious creature ambushed me, but my savior appeared from nowhere and saw off the beast. I owe him my life. That's why I came here, to see if there's any truth to the rumors. But now I understand I'm in over my head. I'm going back home. Here, you can have the map. I trust you to take the measure of this Justiciar and to share the truth with us all. Apologies for watching from the shadows, but I was afraid my presence might have startled the lad. I was able to hear what he said, though, and his gratitude towards the Justiciar seemed genuine. I dare say the other followers feel similarly. Well, now that we have the map of our own, let's open the portal and confront Virazon. What a sight. Did the treasure cause this? Oh my, it wasn't the hero who saved Radzatan. Nay, the world itself. I never expected someone so vaunted to attend my audience, but I am honored nonetheless. Enough of your games, Virazon. Stop this madness at once. For giving you such a warm welcome, these are the thanks I get? Well, 'tis true that I was once known by that name. 'Twas merely a guise I wore until I discovered my true self. So long as I am the masked hero of Radzatan, I shall not suffer any to call me Virazon. But that is your name, isn't it? True hero, you say? Indeed, perhaps casting aside this mask is the price I must pay for the adoration I am due. Varel, my name shall ring throughout Radzatan. Let it be known that Justiciar is Virazon, and Virazon is the Justiciar. What are you saying? You unleash Perch the Apex upon your own followers? You know its name. Wait, I remember you. The girl from Xoctoral, yes? Your village's artifact is not discriminating in its wrath. Some among my followers harbored wicked intentions, and it brought sorrow unto my enemies. The true of heart caught in the aftermath were merely unfortunate. But they believed in you, even though you tricked them. What kind of hero are you? He's not a very good one. He's a real piece of shit. You two would oppose me? I had thought that as fellow saviors we might find some common ground. Yet it would seem we are destined to walk different paths. Now faced with unknown peril, a great fervor rages within me. However, here is not where we shall match wits. No, a more fitting battleground is in order. We will meet again soon. You have my word. Ah, shut up. Ow! So, can you tell us what happened here? The guys all around made a grand speech. Claimed he was the hero that would drive back the flood of fiends threatening Thavnair. He spoke of his anger at the recent rumors. He told us to go forth and repair his damaged reputation, so that the people would love him again. He became quite impassioned, in fact. As for us two, we were here to teach him a lesson, biding our time until his back was turned, but we couldn't stomach his self-righteous drivel any longer. He acts like he's a good god come to grace Thavnair, but most people have grown wise to his tricks, including the Radiant Host. We stepped forward and told him as much, then demanded that he admit he's been pulling the wool over everyone's eyes. That's when we started waving that thing about. We soon learned that the rumors of its power were true, and rocks started falling down around us. Even those true believers were not spared. There was nowhere to run. The Justiciar said such power cannot be fettered, and that sacrifices are unavoidable. And all the while, he was laughing. It's because he's a dick. We pleaded with him for mercy, but that just made him angrier. He flourished the object again, and yet more rocks assailed us. It was horrible. Stones big and small raining down endlessly until you two appeared, that is. Thank you for telling us what happened. I only wish we could have arrived sooner. Now, just to set things straight, if it was you two that brandished your weapons first, yes? Well, I won't deny that, but we were only trying to bring the truth of his misdeeds to light. Though we might have had some personal scores to settle on top of that. Before I left Palaka's stand, I asked the Radiant Host there to look out for anyone returning from the wilderness. I suggest you head there and seek their aid. While you're there, share with them what you just told us. As for the pair of you, don't even think about running away, or you'll have to have us to deal with. Anyone has returned to the care of the Radiant Host. As for those ruffians who meant to attack Virazon, it seems they had a history of violence for which they may soon answer. Several among Virazon's followers were dealt serious wounds, but we can be grateful that none lost their lives. It's exactly as the old saying describes. The Master of the Apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. The part about sorrow certainly seems true, at least. Oh, I thought probably said something about meeting in Idlimad. I thought it was something I'd already read and just clicked right on through it. Well, that was certainly an ordeal. Although Virazon got away, we can look back upon what transpired to plan our next course of action. It appears that the treasure takes rocks from the surrounding environment and makes them rain down upon the yielder's surroundings. However, the power seems to be somewhat haphazard. While Virazon himself wasn't struck, the boulders assailed friend and foe alike. Something else has been nagging at me as well. The stones we saw in the canal seemed quite a bit larger than the others. Don't know what to make of it, but I will give it some thought. We don't know exactly how he controls the Apex's abilities either. We must focus on these mysteries as we continue our investigation. As for Virazon himself, he was just as his father said, wasn't he? So-called heroism is an empty charade, like a child playing at being a hero from their storybooks. He seems motivated by a vain desire to gain the love of the people, yet he cares nothing for their well-being. He'll learn his lesson soon enough, though. None will sing his praises after word of what happened at Uznare spreads. Even he must know this. I worry that his desperation will drive him to the worst misdeeds. The treasure is used with reckless abandon. It could cause untold harm. I must discuss this with the Radiant Host. Together we might be able to capture Virazon before he attempts anything drastic. Stand by for now. I'll be in touch the moment I have something to share. And so that was the level 96 Magic Roll Quest, Floundering Flame. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again for either for another video on YouTube or maybe one of our mini streams over on Twitch, where we stream daily at the same channel name. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day.